From the plains of Oklahoma, and for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These the new power rankings. They tell a great story.
And checking out the Thunder, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
So the net starting five. Julius Randle is out there with Green. Then it's Zeller. Then it's Morant. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. And for the Thunder, Fred VanVleet out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Bullock in at the small forward.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Now here's VanVleet. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Down low. Stolen by Robinson. Goes up. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Big men like that running hard in transition should get rewarded, and Robinson able to do that there.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Brooklyn's head coach. He believes that Bradley Beal's playmaking is now almost as dangerous as his scoring. Coach said as Beal became the target for defenses, he's adjusted. Now he burns them with the pass. That's why we're going to play him straight up tonight. And that means Beal could get going early and often. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Randle, that one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Yeah, Randle's not passing that one up. Fantastic job at converting when he's got the kind of position like that.
And here is Beal. Shoots from the line. Here's Robinson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, sometimes it's like a patient that's struggling to breathe. You just got to keep the play alive, and Robinson able to do that there.
Pass to Dinwiddie. There's 1:34 left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Morant, that's for 2. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here's Bullock. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Let's go. Misses off the right iron.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those. Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Outside Robinson. Back to Bullock. Passes it to Beal. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And this is Beal's role. He's out here to score the ball, and he does it at a high rate.
To the paint. And Randle throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Anthony.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. From deep three-point range, it's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And don't go away. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched it.
Being yourself, being in your...
You know, Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
I really thought that everything seemed to fall into place for them in that first quarter.
Well, they're playing aggressive, unselfish basketball, exactly what their coach wants.
They've got Robinson. Bradley Beal is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Anthony in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. And so here is Oklahoma City following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Robinson kicks to Bullock. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Bullock's got his first 3 points of the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Zeller. Morant outside. Over Anthony. And it's Morant missing. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
So they take the lead. VanVleet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one, seriously put on a passing clinic.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
Now here's Bullock over Green. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Bullock's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Morant looking around.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Julius Randle picks one up.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight. Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. VanVleet with the ball. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Beal against Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Back to VanVleet. The Thunder with another miss. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the team. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Here's Beal, and Brooklyn looking who they've got. Green is out there with Randall. Then it's Morant. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position.
Can't allow that much separation, even as the pass is coming his way, to try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
Now here's Morant. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He gets that one.
It just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Van Vliet, following the basket by Julius Randle. There's Beal with the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Morant with it. Now Beal defending. Morant, the bounce pass. It's Randle with the drive. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
So creative on offense. Randle getting more and more comfortable handling the ball and understanding where he can get to on specific possessions.
Now here's Bullock. 5 points in the game. Anthony. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Beal with the steal. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Van Vliet with the bucket.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Beal's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
And it's blocked. Here's Randall. Anthony on the double team. Randall passes to Dinwiddie. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dinwiddie's got 10.
And the coaching staff enjoying that as Randall is becoming a bit more of a facilitator.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Here's Van Vliet. After the basket by Brooklyn. 1:06 left here in the third quarter.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And Randall throws it down.
Well, Randall is looking like tonight he's capable of taking on the whole offensive load.
Randall against Anthony. Goes up from the top of the key. That one a little long. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Randall no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Van Vliet looking around. Anthony against Randall. And they get it. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Carmelo Anthony. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Randall against Anthony. Yep, it counts. Randall's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Julius Randall getting it done for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Bradley Beal is out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then it's Anthony. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Clock at 2. From deep. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Now here's Van Vliet. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And there's not an area on the floor where Beal can't do damage. He is a handful for any defense he goes up against.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Oklahoma City's coach had some advice for the team during the last break. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Here's Zeller after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Shot from 16. Robinson pulls it in. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Beal. The shot from the low post is good. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
Not shying away from the spotlight. Beal wanting to be the guy to come up big for his team.
Dinwiddie drives in. That one good for 2. And the Nets lead by 6.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Now here's Beal. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Beal against Dinwiddie. The shot by Beal, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. To the middle, here's Dinwiddie. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Now here's Beal. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Randall outside. Down low. Zeller against Robinson. And Zeller kicks to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 5. Morant against Van Vliet. Second shot opportunity, and Morant will lay it in. Morant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
An awesome rebounder at that position. The energy level Morant puts forth on the glass is tremendous.
Now here's Beal. Out to Anthony. Right wing. 3-pointer. And it's Morant with the rebound. So it's Brooklyn with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.